Welcome to this educational video where we will explore the cultural factors that inhibit self-love in Western societies. Understanding these factors is crucial for addressing how we perceive ourselves and improving our emotional well-being. Throughout the video, we will delve into how historical, philosophical, and social aspects have shaped our perceptions of self-love and self-esteem. Since ancient times, European philosophy has been marked by a negative view of existence. Philosophers like Schopenhauer and Nietzsche have highlighted painful and dark aspects of life, leading to a culture that often considers positive attributes like self-love as naive or ignorant. This philosophical pessimism influences the collective perception, making many people see self-love as an illusion rather than a necessity. This distorted view can lead to an internal struggle, where the desire to love oneself is overshadowed by the belief that this is a sign of weakness. The legacy of these philosophers has had a deep impact on Western thought, reinforcing a narrative where suffering and terror are considered fundamental truths of life. Schopenhauer's ideas about life's inherent suffering and Nietzsche's exploration of existential struggles have shaped a culture that often views self-compassion as suspicious. This pessimism permeated various aspects of society, from literature to cinema, further entrenching the idea that valuing oneself is a naive denial of life's harsh realities. Western culture promotes constant competition, where the motto, "Only the strong survive," prevails. This message of rivalry and triumph over others is present in literature, cinema, sports, and virtually all aspects of life. The exaltation of competition can lead to the minimization of personal value, as success is measured in comparative terms, leaving little room for self-acceptance and self-appreciation. In this context, self-love becomes a luxury that few allow themselves, as the pressure to be the best eclipses the need to care for and value oneself. The competitive spirit fostered by Western culture often translates into an environment where individuals are constantly pitted against each other. The pursuit of success and validation through external achievements can overshadow the importance of internal well-being. In such a setting, personal worth is frequently measured by one's ability to outperform others, leaving little room for self-compassion and self-acknowledgement. Another important factor is the tendency toward excessive rationalization. In Western societies, control and logic are highly valued, often repressing emotions and considering the expression of feelings as a weakness. This repression makes it difficult to connect with our emotions and, consequently, with self-love. People learn to distrust their feelings and prioritize reason over heart, which can lead to emotional imbalance. This rational approach can result in a disconnection from one's own identity, where the individual feels lost in a sea of external expectations. This emphasis on rationality often leads to a dichotomy where emotions are undervalued or outright dismissed. People are taught to navigate life through logic and reason, sidelining the importance of emotional intelligence and empathy. This can create an internal conflict where individuals feel pressured to adhere to societal expectations, neglecting their own emotional needs and desires. Fear of change is another significant inhibitor of self-love in the West. Resistance to change and personal innovation limits the exploration of new forms of self-affirmation. This cult of habituation means that people cling to the known and avoid venturing into new emotional territories that could foster greater self-love. Routine becomes a prison, where the fear of the unknown hinders personal growth and self-exploration, essential for developing healthy self-esteem. The comfort of familiarity often outweighs the potential benefits of exploring new ways of thinking and being. This resistance to change can stifle personal growth and prevent individuals from embracing self-love fully. The fear of stepping outside one's comfort zone reinforces existing insecurities and hinders the development of a healthier, more compassionate self-view. Insecurity and fear of judgment also play a crucial role. In a culture where external approval is highly valued, the fear of ridicule prevents the free expression of emotions and self-affirmation. People often avoid showing their true selves for fear of being judged, which erodes their ability to love and accept themselves as they are. This cycle of insecurity perpetuates the idea that self-love is an act of rebellion, something to be hidden rather than celebrated. The pressure to conform to societal standards and expectations can lead to a significant fear of ridicule. This fear inhibits individuals from expressing their true selves and embracing their own worth. The constant need for external validation can erode self-esteem and create a cycle of self-doubt and inadequacy, making it difficult to practice self-love openly. There is a strong cultural belief that self-love is synonymous with selfishness. From an early age, we are taught that focusing on ourselves is negative and that it drives people away. This dogma makes it difficult to develop healthy self-esteem and self-love, as people fear being perceived as egocentric. This misconception of self-love as selfishness creates a stigma that prevents many from seeking self-care and self-acceptance. The association of self-love with selfishness is a deeply ingrained belief that discourages individuals from prioritizing their own well-being. The fear of being labeled as self-centered can deter people from engaging in self-care practices, leading to neglect of their emotional needs. Overcoming this stigma is crucial for fostering a healthier understanding of self-love and its importance. The idealization of romantic love is another factor that inhibits self-love. In the pursuit of happiness, many people place their self-esteem and personal worth in their romantic relationships. This idealization can lead to emotional dependency and disillusionment, as it is expected that the partner will fulfill all emotional needs, relegating the importance of self-love. The belief that romantic love is the only source of happiness can lead to self-devaluation, creating a cycle of dependency that is hard to break. This idealization often results in individuals neglecting their own needs and self-worth, relying solely on their partner for emotional fulfillment. The pressure to find happiness and validation through romantic relationships can overshadow the importance of cultivating a strong sense of self-love. This dependency can lead to disappointment and a loss of self-identity, making it essential to balance romantic love with self-compassion. Finally, the influence of social media cannot be ignored. The ease of contacting strangers and the constant comparison with others can weaken self-esteem and satisfaction with one's own life. Social media presents an idealized version of reality, which can lead to feelings of inadequacy and the erosion of self-love. Constant exposure to seemingly perfect lives can make people feel inadequate, reinforcing the idea that self-love is unattainable. Social media platforms often showcase curated, idealized versions of people's lives, creating unrealistic standards and expectations. The constant comparison with these idealized representations can erode self-esteem and foster feelings of inadequacy. Recognizing the impact of social media on self-perception is crucial for developing a healthier and more realistic understanding of self-love. In contrast to Western societies, many non-Western cultures do not typically associate self-love with subjective well-being in the same way. This suggests that culture plays a crucial role in how self-love is perceived and valued. Understanding these cultural factors allows us to question and challenge the beliefs that limit us, opening the door to greater emotional well-being and healthier self-esteem. Ultimately, self-love is not just an act of self-affirmation, but a path to a fuller and more authentic life. When all feels lost, it's not the end. It's a turning point. The brightest dawn follows the darkest night. Keep going. Enjoyed the video? Like, subscribe, share, and let us know your topic ideas in the comments. Until next time.